Hello everyone, welcome to Fablehaven Age of Wonders 4 Expansion Pass 3. The announcement has arrived, and it was an hour after my wishlist video. I thought it would be today on October 1st, but nope, it chose the end of September. Fair enough. So let's hop in and discuss what awaits us in the immediate future. Hello everyone. For months, you have been asking when the new content for Age of Wonders 4 will be available, and while we said there would be more content coming later this year, we could not yet reveal more. But now the time has come, and we are happy to announce that Expansion Pass 3, with Cosmic Wonder as an instant unlock, is available now, and the Thrones of Blood is coming on November 11th, which is quite funny because that is the birth date of a Mama Fabe. My mother will be 65 this year. My, oh my, how time flies. So we can take a look at their little infograph here. You can see that there is a bundle for the Expansion Pass 3, as there always is. If you purchase the bundle, you instantly unlock the Cosmic Wanderer, and don't worry, we'll be going over that in-game. Of course, we have to represent it with none other than the Meme Lord himself. The Thrones of Blood is November 11th, 2025, which is called a Ruler Pack. They'll talk about this renaming restructure later on. Q1 2026 is the Rise from Ruin, and it is a culture pack. And then the Secrets of the Archmages in Q2 2026 is a new story pack. Huh. Is Eldritch Sovereign, would that be a ruler pack or a story pack? Well, let's read on, shall we? We traveled to the Triumph Studio office to ask them a few questions about the upcoming content. Enjoy! Maybe get some spoilers. I'll leave a link to this video down below if you want to watch it for yourself. The Thrones of Blood features embrace the night and command legions of the damned in Age of Wonders 4. Thrones of Blood. Rise as a powerful vampire ruler, build your dark empire in the shadows, and wield ancient blood magic to dominate the realms. I already know what the poll's going to be for this. I already know who it is. And I have more. New ruler type. Rule as the Elder Vampire. A sovereign of eternal night with powers unlike any other. Unlock a unique skill tree of dark abilities and transform recruited heroes into vampire servants who share their earned experience with you. Construct your vampire's castle, a replacement for the wizard's tower, with exclusive city structures, and harness thralls as a vital resource to fuel your most devastating ritual spells. I wonder if these are going to be exactly as the Eldritch Sovereign Thralls. 3 new tomes exploring the forgotten arts of blood and torment. New narrative content explore the new story realm or unravel the mysteries of the Lost Souls quests. Haunting event chains telling you the story of the victims of the vampire lords. Okay, so we're getting a new what were they called? The Realm of Meridia thing? Realms of Meridia. New map content. Embark on a journey through the Sunless Lands, a realm of darkness and roses, where new combat maps await and forbidden power of blood glass, a crystallized blood infused with dark magic, can be harnessed to turn the tide of battle. And so much more. From new wildlife to new music, new banner icons, new realm template, and interface skin, and beyond. We will, of course, take a look at the Thrones of Blood Steam page, which has a little bit more information. The journey begins this week. What? That's tomorrow, I think. With our weekly dev diaries, giving you an exclusive look behind the scenes of the Thrones of Blood. And the excitement continues next week with our dev streams, kicking off with the first look stream on Thursday, October 9th. Don't miss it. Free content. Nice. 2 more releases are coming your way in 2026, together with the free updates, of course. The Rise from Ruin. Forge a mighty realm from the ashes in Age of Wonders 4 Rise from Ruin, excuse me. Journey into the withered worlds and explore their devastated landscapes with the nomad culture, uniquely adapted to survive and thrive in desolation. Unearth the lost magics that ravage these realms, and choose to either banish them forever or harness their power for your own ascendancy. Contains the nomad culture, form, wildlife, and magical tomes, as well as new environmental challenges and locations to conquer and explore. I'm really curious about this one because in the little announcement video, the only thing they said about this was it was a post-apocalyptic sort of setting, but there's sand. And I know they're going for like a Fremen sand culture type of thing, I think. Or sandwalkers, I suppose. But I instantly thought Bronze Dragonflight, Tomb Kings, that sort of stuff. Secrets of the Archmages. Unravel the hidden powers of the cosmos. An age of wonders for Secrets of the Archmages. Follow the footsteps of Athla's renowned wizard kings. Discover the secret arts they learnt and face the perils left in their wake as they ventured through the most infamous worlds of the Astral Sea. Contains new story realms, narrative content tomes, and wildlife units. I believe this is going to focus on a particularly fiery wizardess. New lore experts want to drop the knowledge. New expansion pass, new format. Age of Wonders 4 keeps evolving, and Expansion Pass 3 brings opportunities to try new things. You may have noticed that our new releases are now called Ruler Culture Story Packs. Each pack is named after its most defining and popular feature. Though rest assured, they will always include much more than that. Every release will bring a wealth of new content, and we'll be sharing all the details with you closer to release. So is there not a new... Oh. There is not a new ruler type or culture in the story packs. Interesting. Okay. The Cosmic Wanderer. This is the Purchase This Now bonus. Set sail into the depths of eternity with the Cosmic Wanderer pack. This pack is available instantly when purchasing Expansion Pass 3 and includes unique items you will need for your journey into the hidden reaches of the Astral Sea. A new pre-made ruler. Bajif Erenstar. Did my best. New Cosmic Wanderer costume available in the faction customization menu. New hero loadouts for the champions and Wizard King rulers. New item forged skins, Orbs of the Far Traveler and Staff of the Wanderer. New active ability infusion, Cosmic Rescue. And Empire of the Cosmos Society trait, a new society trait based on mixing various affinities. There is also the Wisp update, which is an update that helps prepare for Expansion Pass and brings a few more fixes. We will go over that near the end because it's not overly exciting, but it is important. What happens to the Expansion Pass 2 Last Chance bundle? When Thrones of Blood DLC is out, this bundle will be removed, and new packaging will be introduced. Don't miss out the chance to complete the set in case you don't have it yet. Additionally, we are looking for a community ambassador to join our amazing team. I think this is like a community manager. If you have experience working with communities and would love to contribute, feel free to apply. All right. Good fun. So, let's talk about the Cosmic Wanderer. And who better than the meme lord himself to showcase some of the new stuff. So, the Empire of the Cosmos is the new society trait. Their study of the Astral Sea and the sources of magic make for an imposing empire. This is a 3-stage sort of thing. Having one of each affinity grants plus 20 mana, and tier 3 tomes have no affinity requirements. Having 2 of each affinity grants plus 20 knowledge, tier 4 tomes have no affinity requirement, and having 3 of each affinity grants plus 20 Imperium, tier 5 tomes have no affinity requirements. This is really cool. You also start with an extra Astral Wisp unit. So if you play with Unbound Tomes, this may not seem, very impressive because Unbound Tomes does the important part of this. But basically what this means is that you can plot out your empire's growth in such a way that by the time you reach tier 3, you can have one of every affinity, and thus get any of the tier 3 tomes. You should be able to also do the second and third part, reaching each stage just in time to get to the next level, while also gaining these bonuses. This actually sounds really fun to try to play around with. Now, plus 20 mana and plus 20 knowledge is not very impressive. Let's just get that out of the way. Plus 20 Imperium, though. Now that speaks to me. I think we can make this work. Also, free Wisp, huzzah.
Choose your first.
Now, the other things that came alongside this, unfortunately, I can't show you the infusion. I think that's an item forge thing in-game, and just assume it's out there. But these are the customization options. Look at him. Isn't he beautiful? The Cosmic Backpack kind of gets clipped by its own cloak, but I think that's just because Blint is fat and short. I think that's why. Not entirely sure, but this staff looks awesome. This is added to the item forge and is one of the 2 new items. The Staff of the Wanderer, which is a Cosmic Weapon Staff, by the way. Oh, here's Cosmic Rescue. Fantastic. Does it for me. So this leaves you with 1 AP, heal target friendly unit for 10 temporary hit points, and teleport it to an adjacent space. Can I pick the adjacent space? And is it adjacent to you? I'm assuming it would be, right? This is range of 4. So within 4 range, you can click on a target, heal them for 10, pull them next to you, and still attack with the staff. Okay. That seems really good. Seems very good, actually. And the Orb of the Far Traveler. This does not have Cosmic Rescue, but it is a Cosmic Weapon, and an additional enemy within 3 hexes receives 30% of the damage out. These are in the item forge as well, so you can upgrade these up to tier 4, and these seem super good. These seem really, really strong. Screw the Lance of Glory. Wow. Okay. I mean, not only do they seem good mechanically, they also look freaking awesome. Like, look at that. It's like you're holding an astrolabe in your literal hand. It reminds me of the was it called Astromancer? Astrologer? From Final Fantasy XIV. That was literally my favorite job to play. I loved it. And its YOLO card mechanic. But that was pretty much everything in the Cosmic Wanderer set. I mean, there's the new guy, but this is him. Like, there's not a lot to talk about. They zoomed in on this little sigil on his hand in the announcement trailer. If any lore experts know what this is. Can I make this bigger? Thank you, Steve. Yes, I wanted to zoom in your overlay. That's what I wanted. Oh, dear. Well, it's not doing a very good job of it. But if you know what that is. I think I was at 250. If you don't let me know. All right. Now we're on to Vampiro. The Throne of Blood. This is 30 seconds. I think we can watch it. Together, you and me. Behold. I like the heart. And there we go. So we got to see some of the, yeah, here's the guy. We got to see a few of the new customization options, which I hope the unlock mod has already worked on the Wanderer thing, which is fantastic. That's why my Blink can equip it. Or, Champion Blink can equip it. Then we have the castle instead of the Wizard's Tower. Fancy lady. I thought there was a lady that was flying. Also, can't help but notice, they're showing the dark culture here. Do you think this means what I think it means? What's this behind him? That's the scout, right? We have the Night Guard, the Archer, you an Archer. Wait, why is the scout not on a mount, though? Isn't this the Dark Knight? I think that means the Dark Culture is getting a rework team. Mr. Tom Bird himself did say that the free reworks would continue. Look at that. It could be the Heart of Darkness. Although it's too late. And we get a whip! We get a whip! Are we dual wielding? Oh my. Isn't this literally a weapon in Elden Ring? I thought there was a vampire lady that was floating, but whatever. Don't worry, there will be a vampiress in my poll. Look at her! She's beautiful! I also see lots of open image in new tab. Okay. So we have a side leg dress. A dress. Some armor. This looks like something that's already in the game. So does this, and so does this. This isn't Throne of Blood. This is stuff already in the game, I'm pretty sure. This is. These look pretty cool. I like this one. This is like a blood vault for a chest or something. Then we have a new battle map. Okay, cool. We have a... I think these are called Thorn Skeletons. We'll get to them. We have a new spell down there in the corner. He's smiling awkwardly. Crypt of the Deathless God. Free XP. I don't want to spoil anything, so we won't read it. Rose Knight. Tier 4. Shock. Charge the Blood Rose Drain. There's a gargoyle thing. Okay. Cursed Rose Command. The more I'm looking at this, the more Neferata is screaming at me. Mantle of the Noble Blood. Tome of the Bloodright. Tier 1, Chaos Shadow. Okay, there's an SPI. Blood Cultist. We do get a unit. Is this the Tier 2? Battle Mage that bleeds and stuns their enemies and can empower themselves greatly for 1 turn before dying. Oh, that's neat. Hemorrhage Bolt, Scarlet Plague. Oh my. Hello, Neferata. The Shrieking Bat, that's what this is. It's an archer. It is a Shrieking Bat. It screeches and screams and torments you. New Tier 3 Shadow Tome, the Basilica of Lamentations. Painbringer. A mythic unit. Tier 4 mythic unit. That torments their enemies and can easily flank them and drain their vitality. How can it easily flank them? Destined humans. Is this a cultural mythical unit? Those are pretty uncommon. Draining Strike. Wait. That means it'll get affected by transformations. It won't be affected by enchantments, but it will be affected by transformations. Oh my. Okay. So Draining Strike. Can't tell if it's probably repeating with this slash symbol. Tormenting Lash. Shadow Step. Oh, that's how it gets behind. How does it get behind? I don't know. Shadow Step? Nothing personal. They're back. They've returned. My goat has returned. The Deathbringer. She looks a little different. But yeah, she's totally back. This was a Necromancer unit from Age of Wonders 3. Oh, magnifique. They were absolute world enders. As they should have been. And now they're here. So this is the one that can get behind you. Okay. Cultural mythic unit. I'm in. I'm so in. Alright, so those are all the pictures. Let's take a look at the text. The special text. Embrace the night and command legions of the damned in Age of Wonders 4 Thrones of Blood. Rise as a powerful vampire ruler. Build your dark empire in the shadows and wield ancient blood magic to dominate the realms. Explore the sunless lands where rivers of blood flow and forge pacts with creatures of the night to ensure your eternal reign. Contains a vampire ruler type, new tomes and wildlife units, and a new story realm that explores the origins of the elder vampires. New ruler type. Rule as the elder vampire. A sovereign of eternal night with powers unlike any other. That halfling is so cursed. Oh, I don't want to. Oh, I like that back thing going on though. What was I doing? Unlock a unique skill tree of dark abilities and transform recruited heroes into vampire servants who share their experience with you. Construct your vampire's castle, a replacement for the wizard's tower, with exclusive city structures and harness thralls as vital resources to fuel. Okay. My biggest question about this is if your vampire servants are sharing XP with you. Is level 20 still the cap? Or do vampire lords go beyond? New tomes? We saw some of these. Here are the pictures. The tome of... That was a... Huh. Interesting. Desecration ritual. That is the big old unit. They show it for like a brief frame. This is a video I could stop it, but I don't know if I can stop. Oh no. I'm gonna have to try and find it again. What the heck is that? What is that? Huh. Well, this is the big bad. The new Apex unit. If anyone can discern what we're looking at, that would be pretty... It's like an Eldritch Sovereign that's a melee character. Interesting. The Tome of Blood Rite, perform Forbidden Dangerous rites on your units to bleed your enemies and strengthen your allies. Tome of Torment, torment your enemies by turning their very actions against them and make your units empowered by pain. Okay, Slanesh. Tome of the Crimson Rain, embrace a forgotten and corrupt magic that empowers your high-tier units and has your faction embrace an ancient form of undeath. Interesting. Neferata, huh? New narrative content. Unravel the mysteries of the Lost Souls quests. Haunting event chains telling you the story of the victims of the Elder Vampires. Follow... Oh, that's thumbnail material. Follow the whispers of the Lost Souls revealed only to heroes who can commune with them and guide their tragic stories to a conclusion. Heroes who can commune with them. Interesting. New story realm. As an Elder Vampire, be pulled towards the original birthplace of all vampire kind. Foil or court its two feuding guardians as you venture to uncover the mythical crypt of the Deathless God. Huh. What was that? There was like a Korean manhwa, Noblesse? Is that what it was? It was about kind of like vampire courts and stuff. New world map content. Embark on a journey through Sunless Lands, a land of darkness and roses, and face your enemies on a new combat map. Harness the power... Wait, you don't have to be on the Sunless Lands for the new combat maps, do you? Harness the power of new magical material, Blood Glass. Oh, hey, they're adding new magical material. Crystallized blood infused with dark power. So, theoretically, anytime a new magical material is added, that also means new item forge recipes are added. Theoretically. Test your strength in the Crimson Fane and the Rose-Choked Palace, two haunting ancient wonders. Claim the Thornheart, a new landmark that provides you with economic bonuses and spreads the Sunless Lands when adjacent to your cities. The swords are really cool. I think those are reused from the Avatar of War. Or slightly repurposed. There's my goat. These are freaking goblins! New wildlife units. Face formidable new types of wildlife roaming the lands. Thorned units. Face the cursed thorn skeletons and magnificent but deadly rose knights. I also just realized Lords of the Fallen. Yeah, that thing. That's the Apex unit. I guess I could just come down here and looked at it. Interesting. Haha, look what I did. So we have the Parasitic Cleaver. Also, it's 160 HP, 6 something. Siphon Lesser. Blood Pole. Grant Blood of the Exile? Exalted? Coagulate. My blood's doing a little too much of that. Control Loss Immunity. Life Drinker, Oppressive Aura. Okay. The Blood Maggot. Confront the crawling monstrosity devouring everything in its path. Doom Bats and Shrieking Bats endure the skies darkened by the wings of death. Additional content. New interface skin for a fully immersive experience. Every DLC gets one. New music track composed by Michiel von de Bos, the GOAT himself. New banner icons, new realm template, and new traits. New traits. Form traits or society traits? Or both? Could be both. Cool. Well, that is the Throne of Blood, releasing on November 11th. I am going to do one series between now and then. I was going to have to go pretty quick, though. I already know who it is, so I have to just start working on it right quick, I suppose. But, of course, my go. This is just the first one. Next up is Q1 2026, The Rise from Ruin. This is all we got for pictures. Spooky, scary scorpion. Forge, a mighty realm from the ashes and age of wonders for Rise from Ruin. Journey into the withered worlds and explore their devastated landscapes with the nomad culture, uniquely adapted to survive and thrive in desolation. Unearth the lost magics that ravage these realms, and choose to either banish them forever or harness their power for your own ascendancy. Contains the nomad culture, form, wildlife, and magical tomes, as well as new environmental challenges and locations to conquer and explore. It doesn't add a whole lot of information, does it? Hmm. Hmm. Lost magics that ravage these realms. I'm assuming that these are world like modifiers for realms and not actual pre-made realms. I hope so. I hope so. We'll see. And last, but certainly not least, in Q2 2026, the secrets of the Archmages. This is what we're working with. It's a ball. Unravel the hidden powers of the cosmos. In Age of Wonders 4 Secrets of the Archmages, follow the footsteps of Athel's renowned Wizard King, discover the secrets, arts they learned, and face the perils left in their wake as they venture through the most infamous worlds of the Astral Sea. It contains new story realms, narrative content, tomes, and wildlife units. So narrative content, the fact that they say that separately from story realms suggests that we're getting something like the Legend of Meridia. I think I call it something different every time. The Giant King thing that you turn on, and there's the crystal people, and there's also the zones that have their own story or whatever. I do like that stuff. But it's interesting they're gonna... This is the first one, right, that doesn't have a ruler or a culture. Usually it's one or the other. I think. That sounds right in my head. Interesting. I wonder how that'll go. I am cautiously optimistic. In Q2 2026. And I highly suspect that 3 won't be the last one. I mean, come on. We have to at least have Age of Wonders 4 Expansion Pass 4. We have to at least have that. And there has to be 4 DLC. Alright, team. The final bit. The Wisp update. So we're not getting, as far as I'm aware, we're not getting a 1.3 for the Griffin update. The next update we're getting is the Wisp update, and this is more of like a fix / preparation for Expansion Pass 3 than anything else. But it does add a few stuff. So they updated the Nakama SDK, which apparently is to improve stability and performance of the multiplayer lobby. It sounds like a back-end thing. I hope it helps. Because the only thing I know about multiplayer is that it crashes all the time. For factions, they added the Sage banner background color. Sage is the color, huh? Is it like the herb sage? Anyway. Added additional ticks for head size. Cool. Does that mean we can make our head bigger or smaller? Noctis is now a warlock class, as one of the pre-made god here. In the item forge, they added the cosmic damage channel infusion for orbs and staves, and they added the physical damage channel infusion for orbs and staves. This, of course, came in with... this is already here, right? I thought you could already do this. Anyway, the physical is new with the architects. No, don't the Industrious have physical damaging support characters? Oh, whatever. The Roadmap spell, by an Ancient Wonder, is now always available to research after reaching Tier 3 tomes, independent of the Magic Victory setting. I suppose that was turned off if you didn't have Magic Victory turned on, which kind of makes sense, but you can still learn it now to, get the bonus research and upset everybody else. The world map, culture, city structures, and province improvements are now removed when migrating a city between cultures. Oh! Culture, city structures, and province improvements are now removed. Wait, this is a huge change. Culture, city structures. So, this is probably introduced because of the architects, right? If I had to guess, like if you migrated an architect city to a non-architect culture and still had the monument there, you're like, Interesting. Does that mean it's now worth it to migrate? That migrating a dark culture doesn't make you rip your hair out? Because before you'd have the wouldn't have your like library thing. Interesting. I'm curious to see how this will feel. The rest of it is entirely just fixes. So I don't think I need to go over all the fixes. Because that, that is improving the game, which is nice. Things that weren't working. Like an issue where Warlock and Undead Titan zombies would not use the player race. I didn't realize Undead Titan zombies used the player race. Issue where the Vigil from the Guardian Angel trait would try to use the structure race. I don't know what that means. Issue where the Titan's Rite of Atonement would be able to turn a hero into a light spirit. I might have actually encountered this. An issue where Phantasm hero or warriors could not be spawned on water hexes. Oh. Not gonna lie, I thought that was intended. Issue where talented collectors would not create a magical material in the underground. Oof. Issue where scry enemy do not give vision on camouflage stacks. Not gonna lie, I also thought that was intended. Although I guess it makes sense. You're scrying. Nothing should be able to hide from the all-seeing eye. But my friends, that is what we know for Age of Wonders 4. Expansion Pass 3. It sounds like tomorrow. I'll be back for the first Dev Diary, and starting after that, the week after that, it will be both the Dev Diary and the Dev Stream videos. Oh boy. So much to do and so little time. We'll be starting the next series for Age of Wonders 4 very soon. And, well, let's just say the darkness will begin a lot sooner than November 11th. For who it shall be. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to know what you think of the upcoming content and what you would like to see out of it and how excited you are to totally play Neferata. I'll spoil the poll. Since if you made it this long into the video, thanks for watching. Here's my vampire poll. Neferata from Warhammer Fantasy. Denathrius, Sire Denathrius from World of Warcraft. And Ascended Astarion from Baldur's Gate 3. Not just any Baldur's Gate 3, though. This is from the Fade playthrough. So some familiar faces will return if it is indeed Ascended Astarion that claims victory. But that's a tough poll. I gotta be honest, I have no idea who's gonna win that. They're all iconic characters. And any one of them I think will be good fun. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you to patrons and the channel members support channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you would like to stay up to the channel, feel free to join the description down below. And I'll see you tomorrow for the first Dev Diary of the Thrones of Blood.